Welcome to Bat Signals from the Multiverse. There's a Facebook and YouTube live podcast shining a light across Gotham, Marvel, and the entire multiverse of comics, movies, and beyond. After the live show, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your audio fix. Each week, we fire up the signal and explore the stories that keep us hooked. From Gotham's shadows to the Marvel multiverse, from the Batcave to Krakoa, we spotlight the worlds that have shaped us as fans. Expect comic reviews, movie breakdowns, passionate debates, absurd games, and maybe a few crossovers that no one asked for, but we're going to do it anyway. Whether you're a Bat fan, an X-Men diehard, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Or just here for the popcorn. Bat Signals from the Multiverse is the place to be, and with me every week I have the hostess with the mostest. I have the unverified twin of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the eyebrows. I have the unverified twin of Dave Batista in the head wrinkles. The unverified twin of Carl Weathers in the mustache.
The flavor, savor.
The unverified twin of Tony Todd in the right earlobe. And the unverified twin of Shamar Moore in the nipples.
Yes, sir.
Brian, what is up, man?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Thank you for joining us for the best part of our week. My name is Brian S. Dennis, with this week the S stands for what else than Vecna. So we're going to talk, I'm sure, about a little bit of Vecna and all things that might be just a little bit strange.
Yeah, I mean, there's some Earth things.
Maybe Earth things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so when we get to that, I got a couple thoughts that remind. Let's hit with the finale, but man, how you doing, brother?
I am doing good. It's been a little bit too long, but you know what? It is time every year. I think, is this our fourth year doing best ofs?
This is part of year 4. It is.
Yeah. So this is our fourth year of doing our best of and worst of podcast. This is probably one of my favorite episodes that we do every year.
Yeah, it always is fun because we talk about these things throughout the year, and then it never fails when I was getting my list together. And as always, Brad and I don't discuss our list. It was always kind of fun to see where we match up. Mm-hmm. But when I look back, it's like so many things dropped this year. And there are a few things that I wanted to watch that I didn't see, so I made a few notes. Like, okay, I want to catch up on that, catch up on this. And it was, again, I will say, especially as you can guess, not all of my stuff fits into the nerd realm, but most of it does. But it was good to see a few of those movies that we typically have not been fans as far as the source material, and them having good movies. And I probably give you 2 of my top 10 that are going to be out there. And one was actually a movie I watched on a lark that was absolutely fantastic, and you probably already know what my number 1 is gonna be. So I am ready to get into this, brother. So where you want to start, man? Do you want to wrestle?
But I want to wrestle. There's some things we need to talk about, and especially with tomorrow's 1-year anniversary of Netflix. I think it's going to be a big show, and if the thing that happens, I am probably going to squeal like my 13-year-old.
Okay, you're calling your shot. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick recap of last week's Raw and SmackDown, and also some things we may be looking at too. Let's talk about with tomorrow. We record on Sunday evenings typically, with tomorrow being the first Monday of the new year. Again, Happy New Year, Happy 2020, Happy 2026. Words are hard to our fans out there, but also what may be happening on the 1-year anniversary of Raw being on Netflix. So looking at last week, we had a couple title changes, and you called this one, saying that what was next for Jey Uso was returned to being a part of the Usos tag team full time. Now, I don't know how long full time is going to last, but they did defeat AJ Styles and Dragon Lee for the World Tag Team titles on Raw. That basically moves Jimmy from SmackDown to Raw. He wasn't doing a whole lot on SmackDown to begin with. And they're now the tag team champions. I have a follow-up question with that, but it was really cool to see that. I don't know if we're done with the Jay solo stuff just yet. I think he's a really good singles. But it is cool to see the Usos win, I believe, their 9th tag team titles as a team. He has one additional. They did one with Cody Rhodes. But really good match. How do you feel about seeing the Usos, the ones, as they put them up? The ones are back, and they won it with the 1D, which I always wonder, does that mean is it 1/3 of as cool as when the Dudleys do it? So they call it the 3D. But what do you talk about the Usos winning the tag belts back?
Man, I like it. Okay, so I do have a little hesitation here with the Usos and how serious of a tag moving forward that it's going to be.
Sure.
I was thinking if they were going to go all in on the Usos with everything, why didn't they give them new music? They're going in on Jay's music, which is just me, Us.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's not just me.
Absolutely.
That is my one thing. Other than that, man, like I want the Usos to come in. I want them to break the tag record. I want them to hold it for a while.
Well, they already have the current tag record, so they'd be breaking their own record, but I don't see them taking it. I think they're going to be a full-time tag team until WrestleMania, maybe SummerSlam. I personally think SummerSlam is where we're going to see a break where we see, and again, if this was anyone other than Jay, given how popular Jay is as a single, I would go to moving towards a Jay Uso heel turn. I don't think that's happening, which makes you wonder why they're making some of the decisions, but I think they will hold the titles definitely until WrestleMania and possibly SummerSlam. And the reason I say WrestleMania is I think we are going to get the return of tables, ladders, and chairs. I think we get the Usos versus the New Day, and potentially I was thinking that it's got to be a third team. So who do you think is the third team?
Hardy Boys.
You think it's the Hardys?
I think it's the Hardys. You cannot. It's going to be a generation tag match. It's going to be the Hardys, which is the greatest of all tag teams ever in the history of the WWE.
Okay. I know you love some Hardys. Yep.
I love me some Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
I don't know if I ever told. Did you tell her I met the man?
Did you? Okay.
I met the man way when I was in the military.
Sure.
He came to Spokane, where we're stationed at. It was just super cool. But anyway, Jeff Hardy, he's had a lot of problems with the substance abuses.
Yes.
He's on TNA.
Tobacco and some pills. Yep. So.
Yep. It can happen. I mean, like, you can't do the greatest table, ladders, and chairs match without the Hardys. Can you imagine?
3 different timelines of tag. I mean, the Usos and the New Day are contemporary, but the New Day, but they've also been separate enough too. I think they work well. I've also was thinking, not to interrupt your point, but you mentioned being generational. If they really want to make maybe it's the best and greatest TLC match, I agree with you. Keep the Hardys. The Hardys are also on the contract with TNA, so that makes perfect sense. They have them work. Again, the Usos already have the belts, but we're talking about brother tag teams. So you've got the legitimate brother tag teams. So you got the Hardys, who are brothers. You got the Usos, who are brothers. They have another couple of brothers who haven't tagged yet, but are a phenomenal tag team. The Lucha Brothers. What if they put for the third team, instead of it being the New Day, have it be Penta and Rey Fenix, and that is 3 brother tag teams. All 3 can do incredible things in a match that has ladders, spots, all the thing, and that literally could be, and again, 3 also different generations
and different types of wrestlers,
and at that point, you could see it kind of being the handling. I mean, I really like Penta as a single. I know you're not a big Penta fan. Rey is not really doing much at all on SmackDown. You put them both on Raw, which is going to happen eventually, and think about it, the Lucha Brothers could be the Hardy Swan song at a WrestleMania. It could begin the turn or whatever they're doing with Jay. by having the Lucha Brothers or the Lucha Bros, typically how they're billed, win that match. I think that that would be a fantastic match for WrestleMania 42.
You know what? I'm for that, even though because I know who's gonna win that match, and it's not gonna be the people I want.
Yeah, it'll be the Lucha Bros. I mean,
it would be them or the Hardys aren't gonna win that match.
No, and again, I believe they have something more. I think Jay's future is as a singles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the timeline of Naomi giving birth, so will Jimmy be taking some time off for that?
Mm-hmm.
So if that match happens, and for a lot, and not to mention it also, that's how you great tag team in the Lucha Brothers. They decided to go that route. So if they have those three in there, it 100% should be the Lucha Brothers, but it could seriously compete with any singles match they have on either night for the main event. And by the way, if they're gonna do that, that should either be the beginning or the end of the show. That should not be somewhere in the middle, because also you just don't want to have to follow that. Of course, or you want to have it where, you know what, we're gonna have, maybe an El Grande Americano match or something, and let the fans kind of. And I actually like El Grande Americano, but the guy's not winning a championship anytime soon. At least not on the WWE banner, maybe over in AAA. So put him on the card, but that could be that match that follows that. All right, next up, another title that changed hands, which to me made no sense, was Julia defeating Chelsea Green for the Women's United States title. Chelsea Green is fantastic. Not to mention, Julia hasn't really caught on, and this happens on NXT talent. It takes a little while to find their way, if ever, and she just hasn't resonated with the audience. They could have definitely held that off for maybe, I was thinking they gotta hold this maybe for like Alexa Bliss or someone to challenge. Julia is also a heel technically. But Chelsea Green is just so good. Is she great in the ring? No. But she's good in the ring, and her personality, her charisma does all those things.
Off the charts, man. Yeah.
So
I gotta jump in there. Since you're brought up Chelsea Green,
that was my next point. I'll let you do it, brother.
All right, man. This is something that made me very, very happy.
Woo. Yes.
Woo, woo, woo. Matt Cardona. Man, he looks good.
Always ready.
Always. I love that, man. I want that merch. I want to buy a Matt Cardona Always Ready shirt, man.
We were both big fans of him as Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
He did what is really hard to do, which is he got himself over. He did the most viral thing, internet champ. They gave him an all too brief run with the U.S. title, and then he eventually was gone. He did very much what Cody did. He went out on the independent scene, made a name for himself. They brought him back for the Cena tournament. He went out in the first round, and that was the last time we saw him as Zack Ryder. Now he's back as Matt Cardona. He had a cool win over Kit Wilson with the Toxic. We're going to see where that gimmick goes anywhere. But very cool. And I love the fact, and I really like Corey Graves. And Corey Graves, after Zack Ryder hit his finisher, Matt Cardona. When Matt Cardona hit his finisher, which had been called the Rough Rider, back to the Zack Ryder gimmick. Now they're like, should we call it the Car Rider? What do we call it? So it's gonna be very interesting what they call it. But Chelsea Green, if you don't know, is his legitimate wife. And right before she dropped the title to Julia, she also hit a Rough Rider. So very cool to see him back, and we shall see. Seriously, on my notes, that was next up. We'll see what they do with him. And where that leads to him. I don't know why. I kind of want there to somehow be an interaction between him and LA Knight. I just feel that, especially.
What about a tag?
That could be a tag, but also they just had some type of match. They had them run into each other in the Rumble. Something like their physiques are very similar. They were two people that the fans got behind and really got them over. I just think it would just be a cool thing to do. All right. Next up, we have my final 2 points are really talk about matches we have in future. So really the next Raw and the next SmackDown. So I'm going to do the next SmackDown first, which will be in Berlin. And it is a 3 stages of hell match between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. If you're not a wrestling fan or not familiar with the three stages of hell, it is basically a 2 out of 3 falls match with a twist. With each fall, the stipulation on the match changes. So the first level of the match, or the first fall, would be contested under a straight up regular singles match. Match 2 will be a falls count anywhere, and then if there's a third, there will be a third. It's a steel cage match. So with that being said, do you foresee any way that Drew McIntyre beats Cody next Friday on SmackDown?
No.
Me either.
No, I do think he will be the champ sometime in 2026.
Okay. All right.
But I don't think it's going to be this one. I don't think it's going to be it.
I agree with you. I could see the title flow. And they've also given on SmackDown, the title has changed hands very seldom as opposed to Raw. So in the same time period, if you just go back to WrestleMania 40, we went from Cody to Cena back to Cody. That's it in almost 2 years. If you go to that same WrestleMania 40 weekend, it went from Reigns to Cody, Cody to Cena, Cena back to Cody. So 3 wrestlers, 4 reigns. If that same time frame on Raw, it went from Seth Rollins to Drew McIntyre to Damian Priest to Gunther to Jey Uso to Gunther to CM Punk to Seth freaking Rollins to CM Punk. With that being said, to your point, I think Cody does not lose it, but I think what happens is whoever Cody loses it to, which I think will be Orton, the way they're talking.
Me too.
I think Orton will get 15 that will time with Triple H, and I say Orton has a shorter title reign because Orton's wrestling almost like a part-time schedule now, which he's earned. Orton then loses it to Drew McIntyre. Then maybe McIntyre wins Money in the Bank, and he cashes in. But I agree with you. I don't see that. I think it will be a very brutal match. I think Cody's gonna bleed just like his dad. They will have some type of shenanigans or something. They might even write Drew off television for a little bit, but I agree that he's gonna retain. On the other side of it, and by the way, I'm a fan of long title reigns, but I think every now and then you have to intersperse a couple shorter ones so people don't think, well, no one's gonna lose it for a year and I don't need to watch the product. The other side of it is going to be the world title being defended as we record on a Sunday tomorrow night on the 1-year anniversary of Raw being on Netflix, with CM Punk defending against Braun Breaker. Do you think there's a chance that Breaker defeats CM Punk for the title? I know you said you got some thoughts on what may go down on Raw. I'll just open the floor to you, man. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
So, yes, I do. Because I think it would make so Jericho is being teased to come back. What if Jericho screws Punk out of the title?
Okay.
To start a feud between Jericho and Punk.
Because let's remember, Punk said his goal for coming back to the WWE was really 2 goals. To be in the main event, he didn't say win, be in the main event of WrestleMania, which he did last year, and to hold the world title, which is now technically held it twice. Even though the first reign was like 5 minutes. That also would take him out of that picture, which again is fair. And Jericho, I mean, they've got a lot of AEW things they can really put underneath the water. And I don't think they ever had a true rivalry in WWE. I mean, their ship's never seen the cross, at least for a sustained feud. Maybe they had a match, but I don't remember seeing a Jericho Punk match. That would do well. So let's say that happens. Let's just play out this. We're gonna fan cast WrestleMania 42 for a moment. So I've already said on my side, I think but they teased this for forever since Cody returned. But I already said on my side, I think that the SmackDown main event for their world title, men's world title, will be Cody versus Orton. if Breaker defeats Punk, let's play out your
Mhm.
scenario, and Punk then will be in a feud with Jericho, so Punk will not be there for a rematch. Regardless of how they get there, whether it's the Elimination Chamber or the Rumble, who does Breaker defend against? You think Seth is back by then?
I think Seth is coming back.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I think maybe if they know Seth is coming back,
Sure.
they can set that up because Braun took the vision from Seth.
Sure. It would make sense. I mean, without a doubt, Seth Rollins' first feud when he comes back is going to be, not necessarily his first match, but his first real feud when he comes back will have to be a Braun Breaker. That is Wrestling 101. It's the only way that makes sense. I actually like the Vision Out of Theory has officially joined. I think that makes them a better stable overall. I said before, I think Logan Paul is going to be in and out. I don't know how long you're out with a shoulder injury. You know me, I'm a huge NFL fan.
Mm-hmm.
Seth was doing a lot of stuff for the NFL on the NFL Network until the last couple weeks, and he has been so, because he was, by the way, he was really good. He was really good. So part of me, he's got a great voice and all those things. So I was thinking, like, if he's very novel, like if Seth Rollins ever wanted to do something outside of wrestling, a sports commentator, especially he's a huge Bears fan, but he knows a lot about the NFL. That actually would be a good, next act for him. But if he's able to be back and it'll have to be probably night 2 to give him as much time as possible to recuperate. It'll be really cool to see. And obviously, Ed, with that, I actually hope he doesn't win. If he comes back, if he's able to come, and he comes out when he's healthy, but if he is able to come back, I think it kind of reduces Breaker if Rollins wins immediately. Maybe he wins it long term, but I think if that's the match, Breaker should retain have it be with the help of the Vision. But do that way. I remember, and then we'll move forward. I remember when Triple H was out with one of his quad injuries, and during that time, Chris Jericho became champion and had a decent run as champion. And then the first match we saw was Jericho versus Triple H when he came back, and Triple H won that match, and it just made Jericho's reign look like nothing because it was such a one-sided shocker for the game, especially back in the day. For someone who I like his booking overall better, but when he did not do you a lot of favors for a lot of his feuds. I still got some feelings about his match with Booker T. But all right, so let's call it again. So we both are thinking that the Usos are going to hold those titles to WrestleMania. We have to kind of, by the way, coming up to WrestleMania, we should really fan cast what we think. But so we've got the Usos in a triple threat TLC match against the Lucha Brothers and the Hardys. We've got the 3 Stages of Hell match with Cody retaining, but that leads to a feud with Orton at WrestleMania. And then we've got CM Punk losing to Braun Breaker, with Punk in a feud with Jericho, and Breaker having a match with Seth Rollins, if at all possible. So WWE, if you're listening, and we know you are, do me one favor. Your next run-in, your next mystery purse, your next surprise return, do not have them come out in that silly black hoodie. You've done it for like the last a bazillion surprises. It's been both members of the Usos. It's been Austin Theory. It's been everybody.
It's been DDP.
Yes, like let's just stop it. Okay, let's just stop it. All right, my friend. So that is our Wanna Wrestle Wrestling Roundup, my friend.
All right, man. So it is time to move on to Totally Not Canon.
Yes,
and for today isn't Totally Not Canon. What we're just going to talk about our best and worst of 2025. No, I went and saw 42 movies in the theater last year.
Yes.
Throughout 2025.
I did not see 42 movies in the theater. I saw a fair bit, but I did not see 42. All right.
Yeah, it helps when it's for free.
Yes, sir. I imagine so. Yeah.
I got 10. I have 10 honorable mentions, and then I have a top 10. So, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. Are we doing best or
Let's do best, and then we'll just talk about the worst movies of the year.
All right, cool. So, I just did my top 10. And again, these really lived in the world of fantasy and superheroes and all the things, because that's what our pod's about. But I saw quite a few movies that didn't live in this world that I absolutely love. But I'm going to start off with my number 10 with actually a movie I saw by accident. And what I mean by accident is I went to a mystery movie and did not know what the movie was going to be. And I saw this movie and it was fantastic, having not known that this was the sequel because it didn't say what the name of it was till the movie was over. So it was Sisu 2 or Sisu 2 Road to Revenge.
Yeah.
It was, for anyone that's not seen it, let me give it a stats of it. It has one word in the plot, which is revenge.
Yeah.
It is graphic, gory, entirely violent. The primary character legitimately does not say one word the entire movie. It has it has moments that make the speed bus jump look like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. And it was, no one should see this for any type of redeeming social value other than he takes it to the Nazis hardcore, and I loved every second of it. I loved absolutely every second of it. If you are an action fan, this is the epitome of a popcorn movie. It is that movie that you leave, you don't think anything more about. In fact, people coming out of theater go like, I mean, that's such a forgettable movie in a good way. Like, you didn't think about the large, yes, there's Nazis, there's some historical pieces, but it didn't even take that level of context. They needed they need villains, right? So that's really what this was. It's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. If you are a fan of even like maybe some of the Tarantino, just violent, but really creative violence type of movie, you should definitely check this out. Next up, we can't talk about our top 10 without talking about at least some good Marvel movies, and I think I've got 3 on my list. So next up at number 9, Captain America: Brave New World. I wanted to like this more than, in fact, all 3 movies on my list from Marvel are frequent rewatches. I would say this is the one I rewatch the least, primarily because I'm a huge Red Hulk fan, and I felt it took them far too long to give us the Red Hulk. I love what they did with the leader. I love Sam Wilson's Captain as the new Captain America. I mean, they did everything, and obviously what they're doing gonna lead into Thunderbolts, and then from there lead into Doomsday. I also thought it's very interesting, not that we should use a person's age to determine they should do a role, but the reason that they recast Thunderbolt was the unfortunate passing away of William Hurt, and they cast him with an actor who is 6 years older. Yes, it's Harrison Ford, but they cast an actor who was in his early 80s versus a gentleman who was in his mid 70s. All right. The Ballerina, just really liked it. Really liked it. It didn't do as well as I know people had hoped, but I thought, and it gave us just enough John Wick to make it in the Wick continuum. Fantastic Four: First Steps is my number 7. Wonderful movie. We got a good Fantastic Four movie, which anyone who's listened to this podcast over the past 4-ish years, they know that we have been starving for a good Fantastic Four movie, and they did just that. They gave us a good and also an accurate depiction of Galactus, not this weird Unicron looking thing in the sky. And I actually love their take on the Silver Surfer. I love Shia LaBeouf as the Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
I thought
it was
good.
Fantastic.
Pop quiz. What universe does Fantastic Four: First Steps take place in?
Oh my gosh, it's an homage to Jack Kirby.
It is.
Is it 7/28?
8/28.
8/28. Okay.
You were close.
Yep. August 28th.
Yep. There it is. Yep. Next up is the one I rewatched the most, Thunderbolts. I love this. Love this. Florence Pugh, thank you. Love this movie. I actually think if we look at those team up movies, I think this is better than, I probably put this better than Avengers Ultron. It was great, and it gave us a big bad that wasn't stereotypical. I love that. And then the other one, if I said we're going to talk about movies that we wanted a good one, again, anyone who listens to this podcast knows that there's one superhero that we have a hard time getting on board with, is Superman. Yeah. They gave us not only did they give us a really good Superman movie, I cannot wait for Woman of Tomorrow. I
Right.
cannot wait for Woman
Have you
of
read
Tomorrow.
it? Have you read it yet?
Oh God, I have not, but I will.
Okay.
I will
We're,
get it
we'll,
read.
we're going to do a super deep dive into Woman of Tomorrow. I think we're going to
Okay.
take some good time. But the movie doesn't come out until May, so we got some time to play on that.
All right, but I am so excited for that. I cannot wait to see Lobo. There's such characters that you as a kid go, I want them in a movie, like a live action movie. And Lobo is, again, anyone knows those spots. We have certain of those ancillary characters we always love. Like if you listen to this podcast in more than a couple of weeks, we're gonna talk about Zatanna. We're gonna talk about Lobo. We're gonna talk about Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. We're gonna talk about those folks. And so very excited for that. And it made everybody want Crypto the dog.
Yeah.
And then my top 4, I'll be quick. Predator Badlands, without doubt the best Predator movie I've ever seen. It's not even close. It's not even close. And I love the fact they tied in with Predator, Killer of Killers, The Accountant 2. I actually forgot The Accountant 2 came out this year when I was reviewing when movies dropped. The Accountant 2 was so good, that great brother dynamic. What happens when you take the next to worst Batman and pair him with the best Punisher? You get The Accountant 2. All right.
You get The Accountant too, yeah.
Technically, this was a movie that was dropped on Netflix, but it was so good. It was gonna be one of my top 2, so I had to drop it here. Frankenstein. Frankenstein was amazing. And then Brad, I'm not even gonna say my number 1 because you know what it is. What is my number 1 movie?
Sinners.
Absolutely.
Sinners.
I bought it at 12:01 a.m. the day it dropped. I have watched it. I cannot tell you how many times. Not only have I watched it, the soundtrack is on repeat on my phone.
Nice.
At least, I can't tell you how many times a week. I just will listen to that soundtrack. It is just as a movie, it is fantastic, given the subject matter and the way that they approached it. And give Michael B. If this man does not get an Oscar nod for playing Smoke and Stack, and on a quicker aside, with Haley Stanfield's portrayal, whether you're a football fan or not, I got to give it up to Josh Allen. You are a very, very lucky man. Okay. And you're a secure man. If someone told me, Bradley, if someone said, hey, we're going to cast your wife, such mansplaining. Hey, we're going to cast your wife in a movie, but it requires her to do a love scene with Michael B. Jordan. You signing up for that, bro?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to be my wife.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, like, hey, no, I want to keep my wife my wife.
I would do a love scene with Michael B. Jordan first. Like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it, sir. Okay. All right. So that is my top 10. I'll just say it real quick because I had a lot of tangents. Season 2, Road to Revenge, Captain America: Brave New World, The Ballerina, Fantastic Four: First Step, Thunderbolts, aka The New Avengers, Superman, Predator, Badlands, The Accountant 2, Frankenstein, not Frankenstein, and my number 1 is Sinners. What about you, my friend?
All right, man. So we have in our top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that overlap. And then including my honorable mentions, we have 6.
Okay.
That overlap. Okay. So I'm going to start. I'm just going to go, I'm just going to go 20 down. All right. So we're going to start Minecraft. Minecraft is, I was looking, when I'm making my list, I'm thinking, like, what are movies that it felt like did something to me? May not be the greatest movie that came out, but just something I really enjoyed. And you know what? Minecraft did that for me. Okay. 19 is our first crossover is Ballerina. You cannot watch that movie without a nice big old smile on your face.
Absolutely.
And next is a movie that came out, and you can't go through it without laughing your ass off. Yes, this is The Naked Gun. After this, so this movie
was taken by The Naked Gun. You know what about The Naked Gun? I loved it, actually. All right. Enough of that.
I love it. So next, I have a movie. I just really connected with it. Didn't do very good in the box office, but I had a great time with it because I kind of felt like it was speaking to me. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey.
I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that. What was that one about?
So it was the main two characters are kind of put together, and they have to go on this journey through almost like they got to go into the doors of their own past to try to figure out their future and what it means together. And I'm sure it's probably streaming right now.
Okay,
it's a great movie. It's one of those movies. I'm gonna put this in my big fish category. It's a movie that I did not know anything about. And I watched, and I'm like, you know what? I could watch that again, and I'm going to get something else out of it. Big Fish is one of my perfect movies. I love that movie so much.
Love Big Fish.
Ewan McGregor in Big, like Tim, it is probably, I can't say it's my favorite Tim Burton movie because he did Batman '89. But anyway, a big, bold, beautiful journey. Number 16, you know, sometimes you can't leave things a chance, and sometimes it's all about fate. And Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh yes,
they were able to
that is a
spin on it
on my part. Yes,
yeah, and do something new with it as well, and I thought it was great. 15. This was a movie.
Also was, if I can interrupt just
go ahead.
Also, it kind of went. So Final Destination and Saw have this in common. After a while, you stop caring about the people, and you just want to see the creative way someone's gonna die, right?
Yeah.
What they were able to come back to with Bloodlines was really what you kind of got away from after the second Final Destination. Also coincides when you lost Ali Larder. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, but she's on Landman now, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
I'm well aware. I've never wanted to figure out how to work an oil. Never mind. I'll stop. Anyway. But with Bloodlines,
it goes up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yes. Okay. I could not be one of his roommates. I was like, I gotta leave. I just gotta leave. I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna go to jail. Which is coincident with the lawyer. I gotta go. All right. Anyway, but Bloodlines made you care about the characters, at least a few of them, which was great. Which was the whole point of it. Was, you know, yes, we know what's happening. You know, it also was a great send-off for Tony Todd, but the right send-off for Tony Todd, all those things. But really to, again, that's hard to do when the special effects become the star, is just really have you care about the characters, and it did that really, really well. So good call out for Bloodlines, absolutely.
Next, I have a movie that it had Josh Hartnett in it, and sometimes Josh Hartnett is making a comeback here, and it's called Fight or Flight. It's a beat 'em up. It's on a plane. It's, to me, it was like almost filling that the beekeeper itch for me.
Yes.
Didn't take it all the way, but we got we got in my top 20.
Okay.
Now next, here's the.
By the way, since you mentioned Big Fish, I was going to say earlier. Do you know Big Fish was the first movie that Miley Cyrus was in?
What?
Yes. Big Fish was technically the way before Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus is actually in Big Fish. So she obviously plays one of the kids, but she plays Ruthie at a young age. So just if you're looking at that movie, and the only reason I knew that off the top of my head was I was streaming through social media about a week ago, and it was like, hey, little known first roles for characters, and Miley Cyrus being in Big Fish popped up, and I remember just sticking in my head like, that's really interesting. So yes, that was her first role, was in Big Fish, my friend.
I love that. All right, number 14 for me. This is the second time that you and I are going to cross paths here. Fantastic Four.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I had a hard time buying. I still do, buying Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
Maybe it's the mustache. Maybe, I don't know. But good movie. I love Invisible Woman in it. I love Johnny. I love
taking the Invisible Woman, and I love them including all the things. But yeah, I would say, and not to interrupt you again, but I just did it. I would say, and it's hard to say for Pedro Pascal, he was the least compelling member of the Fantastic Four. I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't do anything bad, but you're right.
No.
Part of it was, again, given how you and I have read the comics and even with some of the earlier movies, he just didn't seem. I mean, you know, I would take him over Miles Teller, but it was like he just anything we saw with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness or John Krakowski as Mr. Fantastic. I personally wish they would have kept with that, but they didn't. And that's okay. But yeah, I agree with you that Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. I actually bought him as Reed Richards. I didn't buy him as Mr. Fantastic, which is
well, and you know what? They didn't really do a lot of stretchy things.
No.
On
and
there, so
I saw something years ago that talked about one of the hardest powers to do in cinema, if it's not animated, is for you to have stretching ability. It's that it's just very hard to, number one, do from a technology standpoint. It's also hard to integrate that into like action scenes. That's why it works better in comics, because all you gotta do is show someone like stretched out, a big fist, but it's very hard to make that work in an action type of situation. Flames, force fields, strength, that makes smashing things make a lot more sense. So that's probably why they relate heavily on him, the nerd part of Reed Richards versus the superhero. All right.
Love it. Next, I got Jurassic World.
I knew it was going to be on your list. I knew it was going to be on your list.
Yeah, so I find myself, I was trying to figure out where I was going to put it.
Okay.
But I find myself, I've watched it like 3 times.
Okay.
And I don't think I really love the movie.
Sure.
But when I can't find anything on, I'm going to Jurassic World. So I'm
That's
like,
fair.
all right,
That's fair.
fine.
That's fair.
So it definitely deserves a place on my list.
That's fair.
Next is 28 Years Later.
Yes.
Good movie.
So good.
The sequel to that comes out in a couple of weeks, called The Bone Temple.
Yes.
And I have not seen a trailer for it. I can't wait to watch the movie. It's going to be amazing.
Yep.
I
have seen a trailer. Based on the trailer, it looks like a good watch. It looks like
good.
A good watch.
I did hear that they gave Matumbo a loincloth to wear. So I mean, you know, hey. And to round up number 11, a movie that just came out, Avatar: Fire and Ash. It's my least favorite of the Avatars.
Okay.
But the effects are so good. And yes, there's plot holes in there, but you know what? I did have a good time. I'm going to watch it again, and for that, you're going to get to number 11.
Okay.
Just because of the spectacle that you are.
Fair.
Number 10, you have it. I got it. My second Marvel movie on the list, Thunderbolts, New Avengers.
Yes.
Man, like, this was great. I mean, out of the 3, I've watched this movie more than the other 2.
Okay. Yes. Same.
I love Sentry. I love what they did with Sentry.
Yes.
You know, and I like that they actually finally took a super overpowered character and they made it like defeatable. I mean, almost. Right. You know, they gave them that emotional baggage that they need.
Right. That's the hard part when you have like Superman, Icon. You know, there's Blue Marvel. There's a lot of characters that are, you know,
Quasar.
They're basically gods. Yeah. And you know, like, and how do you make that somewhat relatable? That was kind of my concern. How are they going to do that when the MCU first started? How I heard they were going to integrate Thor and the Asgardians. Marvel did a good job of effectively doing that, and they did a really good job here with Sentry. And he's an interesting, and I think that's the big deal why I've rewatched as well, is that they did kind of the opposite of the Avengers. Yeah. They picked really powerful people and figure out how to make them interesting. They let this with interesting characters and figured out how to make them powerful. So, I mean, you can argue the most powerful member of the Thunderbolts or the New Avengers is Ghost, who is also, honestly, if you watch the movie, the most easily defeatable. Yeah. Of them, you know, and I love the fact you've got 3 super soldiers on the team and a Black Widow. So this is really the most human of the teams, and I love that it wasn't Bucky focused, and that was my concern. Well, I won't say my concern. That's what I thought I was going to get, was a heavy Bucky movie. Yeah. and it wasn't. It really was not. It obviously was uh, Florence Pugh and Redgar. And let's give it to David Harbour.
Oh man, he's having a good year.
He's having a very, very good year. All right, my friend, I'll let you hop to your next movie.
All right, and next here's another one that you and I have the same. Frankenstein, man.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, such a good movie on Netflix.
Yes.
I wish they would have released it in the theaters for 2 weeks. They would have made a shit ton of money.
Yes. Also would have made it Oscar eligible as well.
Man. Oh yeah, it can't be because it wasn't in the theater, so it can't get an Oscar.
Correct.
But so good. By the way,
at this moment, I think they could just put Oscar Isaac and Pedro Pascal in every movie. I think they kind of already are.
Yeah.
And you're good.
I agree. Yeah.
You're good.
Or Woody Harrelson.
Yes.
Because this next movie here, it was a movie that I really didn't know anything about. And it stars Woody Harrelson in it. And it's one of, this movie was so good. It's called Last Breath. It was a movie about deep sea diving where a guy, one of them is trapped hundreds of feet under the surface of the ocean, and they got to wait for a storm to get through and before they can go to rescue him, and he's without air for something like ungodly amount of time where he should have died but ends up living, and it is just intenseful. And dude, definitely watch the movie. It's so good. Good.
Gotcha.
Number 7 is another movie that I just watched. I didn't think I was going to like it as much, but this movie, when you watch a movie and you're like, I got it. Yep. You can't fool me.
Yeah.
And then they're like, fooled you. And I'm like,
yeah.
The Housemaid. They you had a scene there that I don't know if you've heard, but it was pretty good as well. If you're into that type of thing,
I can probably figure where this is going. The minute that I saw Amanda Seyfried cast, I'm like, all right, we know where this is going.
Yeah.
Which, hey, good for them. And Housemaid is on my to-watch list. That as well as Sing Song Blue is on my to-watch list. I just haven't gotten to the theater to catch either one of them.
Man, we have had so many issues with Sing Song Blue. I mean, and not from the movie.
Okay.
From getting the movie and getting the content to ingest into the actual projector, the server, whatnot. It keeps man, there's been so many problems. I think it's all fixed now. I don't know.
Adamantium claws aren't fitting, and so all right.
Snicked.
Yeah.
Next is this is one that I
Did you just do the sound from the comments of snick? Did you?
Yep.
Do that? Okay.
Snicked.
All right. Okay. That's when you just hit my nerd little yes. All right. Okay.
This one I was surprised didn't make your list, man. Weapons.
Weapons was close. If I'd have done an honor mention, it probably would number 11. Number 11.
Nothing much to say more about that. It was just a great movie that I didn't think was going to be great. And then here, my number 5. Okay, so my 2, 3, 4, and 5 could be in any of these orders.
Okay.
But number 5, what I ended up going with was a movie that. Okay, so I'm not really into a lot of racing. It's not really my thing.
Okay.
But F1
was
such a good movie. My kid saw it 4 times in the theater. I saw it 3 times in the theater.
All right.
It was just amazing. It was just a good movie. And I hope it gets a lot of awards. Yep.
All right.
Now, the next 3.
Can we talk about F1? Because I heard that's the first rule. We don't talk about F1.
Yeah, that's right. My 4, 3, and 2, Brian, we all have the same. We are definitely, we are overlooking. Number 4, Superman. Superman has plot holes. Many. Yes, if Lex really wanted to kill Superman, he should have did it in the first 5 minutes of the movie when he had him on the ropes. Yes, Superman, after he gets blasted by the sun and is flying by, however, he did not hear the one person that's probably closest to the Fortress of Solitude going to break in. Nothing? Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. I get it. But we got so much in this movie. we got probably one of the best Lois Lanes. Dare I say the best Lois Lane, and
think it is
Rachel
the best.
Brosnahan.
She definitely. I think she. All respect to Margot Kidder. I
Yeah.
think she was the best Lois Lane. Absolutely.
You know what? I think I agree with you there. We got Mr. Terrific. The
know how I
Justice
feel
game.
about Mr. Terrific, and to see him on the big screen has
And done
how-
justice.
and done so well.
Yeah.
Done so well. And I really thought it was. Because part of because he's the voice actor. I really always think Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
But somebody him
works.
and that Guy Gardner bowl cut and just play maybe a younger
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion but as he's gotten older, and I mean this all due respect, he isn't like the chiseled dude from Firefly. He's a guy, right? He's got a dad bod, and I loved him as Guy Gardner. He was fantastic. Probably my after Mrs. Terrific, probably my favorite character in the movie. Probably my favorite character. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, man, we guys got so much, but Lex Luthor. This is the best Lex has been probably since Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but yeah, there's just so much good in it, and man,
and not it was creepy as Kevin Spacey. So good job on that. You know what? It was almost like this Lex was a beast.
Yeah, I think you're right, man.
I can't
You know,
stop.
this Superman movie, it just made you feel good.
Yes.
Right, and we got Crypto. I love the teaser with Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I promise you, we are going to do a big deep dive into Woman tomorrow.
Yes.
Enough said about Superman. We talked about it enough. All right, next is a movie I knew was going to be good, but I didn't know how good I was or how much I was going to like it. Predator: Badlands.
So good.
This movie was so good. Yeah,
and
I mean, like,
deep. And
yes,
it had all. I mean, it is a movie. I was telling people after I actually saw it at your theater, as I was coming out, people were like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "It is a really good family movie," and people were like, "What?" Like, it's a family film.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's on an alien planet and people get chewed up, but it's a family movie. Kind of like a lot of Thanksgiving. Like, it's a family movie. It really is.
Yeah. Now my number 2, your number 1.
Okay.
Sinners. Man, we talked about Sinners. Sinners was so good. It kind of came out of nowhere, really, but like, you know, when you are able to truly make an original movie, and when you are gonna have when you can have in that movie, you can have a scene that anybody that walks into it will never forget. That music scene, you know what I'm talking about. It is a perfect scene.
It gave me chills in the theater.
Yeah,
it gave me chills in the theater. It was so beautifully done.
I would probably say Sinners will go down as one of the most perfect horror movies.
Absolutely. Ryan Coogler, you don't miss. I mean, when you look at his body of work, Ryan Coogler is a fantastic director. And there's a reason why he collaborates with Michael B. Jordan so often, because they make magic together. So that's very, very cool.
All right, and then we're going to have a cameo here in a second, but we're going to do my number 1. Brian, do you know what my number 1 is? Do you got any guesses what my number 1 movie is?
I feel like you discussed this, but I am drawing a blank. I'm a bad man. What is your number 1?
Now you see me.
Oh, now you don't. Yes, sir.
Now you don't. That's my favorite. I'm a magician. I love doing magic. I love these movies. This is a great, great, great movie. I can't say anything better about it. I love it. Have you watched it yet?
I have not, but I'm definitely going to, because I had seen, and I try not to listen to critics because I was looking for what the audience scores are, because critics look at it with a critical eye. They kind of go and not want to watch things. But you give it such high praise, it definitely is going to be a watch. I like the first 2, I really do. So I will definitely check out Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
All right, kid. Hey, Leia, do you want to talk about your favorite movies of the year with Brian for a minute? Yep.
Hey, Princess Leia, did you have a favorite movie of the year that you went and saw, watched at home even? But what's your favorite movie of the year?
I don't know if I have one. Because there were so many.
What are some of the ones you really like then? You don't got to pick a favorite. Give me a couple that you really like.
I loved The Housemaid. I loved
Okay.
what are some other things? Oh, I loved Final Destination.
Yes, so good. Okay.
Oh, Hard Eyes was really good.
Hard Eyes, yes, very good movie.
Novocaine.
No.
I did actually love Snow White.
Did you like Snow White?
I did.
You're like only one of like 2 people that like Snow White. Nice job.
Ballerina.
Ballerina, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yep.
One movie I hated was Naked Gun.
Wow. I can see the tear forming your dad's eyes right now.
And then
Right now. Because Naked Gun is stupid boy humor. That's why me and your dad like it, but it's stupid boy humor. So that just means you're smarter than us. That's fair. That's completely fair.
Then Wicked, and did I already say The Housemaid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did you like
F1 was
Wicked for
really
Good?
too.
Did you like Wicked for Good?
Wicked for Good was amazing.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
Yeah, Superman was too.
All right. Fantastic. Well,
Really
happy
good one.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy
Let me
New
get a bye-bye.
Year.
Want to tell Brian bye-bye?
Well, I also got stuff for Christmas too, you know.
Oh.
What did you get for Christmas that you really liked?
I got a Chromebook. And I got
Nice.
Raycon earbuds.
Nice.
They
Those
got
are all
much
cool.
attention.
Those are all really cool gifts.
I'm excited.
All right. Let me get a bye-bye, Princess Leia.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Princess.
Very cool, very cool.
How much did you die hearing her say she did not like Naked Gun?
Oh, dude. So she went to it with me.
Okay.
And with, like, when the beginning of the movie, it's fine, honey. In the beginning of the movie, like, I knew she wasn't going to be into it when the villain literally steals the plot device.
Yeah.
And I am just dying. And I look over at her and she's like, "What is so funny?"
Does
And
she
I'm
like Spaceballs?
I don't think she's actually been able to sit down and watch
Okay.
Baseballs.
Okay.
And I know that's some ludicrous speed.
Ah! Love it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, again, if you normally I say it because there's some similar sensibilities with Naked Gun and anything that Mel Brooks does of the, you know, it's gonna be so stupid, but we're also gonna be smart for pointing out something so stupid. But okay, and I also told her, and this I think is true, especially with the Naked Gun movies. I'm going back to Leslie Nielsen. It's stupid guy humor is something honestly the immature that's always living in the back of our brains finds funny. But hey, it's okay. It's all right. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. We try and be a little enlightened. 20. Well, no, that's lying. It's not that. It's not even that much. We try and give them about 5 hours of having somewhat of a good head on our shoulders. The rest of the other 21 hours, we think part jokes are funny. All right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
All right, man. What about some of the worst? What movies did you not dig this year?
Well, I have 10. I'm going to just give you a couple that I really just couldn't get. And I'm going to start off with actually one of the ones that your daughter mentioned she really liked. And I wanted to clarify because I went and saw this coming out of theater. I liked it. And the more I ruminated on it, I actually did not like it, which is Wicked for Good. I thought Wicked was excellent. And I have rewatched Wicked. I can't tell how many times. Its soundtrack also lives rent-free in my head all the time. Wicked for Good, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, it was too darn short. They rushed through it. We did not get the payoff. Well, yeah, we got the payoffs of what things happened in the movie, but we did not get the ability to watch the characters develop, especially what happened with the development of the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. And the Caroline was just thrown in there. I did like how they treated Dorothy, like we didn't get to see Dorothy, which I liked that piece of it. But there was so much that I felt like they just didn't give us. It should have been 3 hours. The first part was 3 hours. This one also should have been 3 hours. I think it clocked in at just a hair over 2, which that they needed that time. They needed that time. Another one that's up that I really just couldn't wrap my head around. I'm just going to give you my last 2 more, which are number 2 and number 1. One is the Playdate. It's an Amazon movie. It is Kevin James and your boy from Reacher.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. And the reason that this is horrible, my number one is horrible from totally different. Here's why this is horrible. It could have been really, really good. Like, there are moments, and there's no surprises. We know what like, by the time 10 minutes into the movie, you know what the big reveal is gonna be, and that's fine. You know, this isn't Citizen Kane. This isn't M. Night Shyamalan. This isn't that we're supposed to like, oh, what is the higher person meaning of that? It's fine to have a paint-by-numbers movie, but they delved into screwball a little too much. And there were points of this is, if I can be clear with this, the reason that it figured number 2 for me was I saw the potential of it being better. And the fact that they didn't do it made me like it less. That's very similar with Wicked for Good. There are so many things in it that should have been good that they just didn't take the time to pull them out to fruition. It made me like the movies, both of them, less over time. And then my number one least liked worst movie is probably going to be everybody's worst movie. And I'm saying this while looking around because I'm sorry, this movie did not have a good day. War of the Worlds featuring, I'm not even going to call him Ice Cube, featuring O'Shea Jackson. This was bad.
I forgot I watched that movie. That's I was able to delete it from my memory banks.
It's bad. I actually, because I saw Cube and I thought, okay, this has got a shot. And within the first few minutes, they took what had a possibility of being kind of intriguing plot, and once I realized this is what this is gonna be for 2 hours. This was a student film. I don't know how much money they put into the actual production of this movie, but this was cheaply done. Like, the premise got cold after 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it stopped being cute, novel, interesting, and just go, I was rooting for the aliens. Man. I was so glad that I was like, please don't let Will Smith save us from this. Like, we get what we deserve here. So that is my worst. So what about you, sir? What are some of your least favorite?
Man, so well, I got a couple. The Strangers Chapter 2. You know, when you have an idea where you're like, hey, you know what, we're gonna make one really like 9-hour movie, but we're gonna break it into like 3 chapters, and we're gonna release them like one, and then we're gonna wait 2 years and release the middle of this giant movie, and then we're gonna, like 7 months later, we're gonna release the last part of it. You know, just make it a TV series.
Yes.
Chapter C, the Strangers Chapter 2 is horrible because it's just the middle of a movie.
Right.
So yeah, man, like the chapter part, the Strangers Chapter 3 comes out here, I think in February or March. Right. Yes, I'm gonna watch it because I want to see how this train wreck ends.
Yep.
And so more to come on that. Next, The Amateur. The Amateur, man, like it I feel like the trailers told me it was one thing.
Yes.
And it wasn't that thing that I wanted.
And it had so
much
that I
didn't even know I wanted.
In the cast. So much talent in the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw The Amateur twice because the first time, same thing. Like I went in like this is a can't miss, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. I'm like, okay, maybe I watched it not at because I streamed it. I'm like, maybe I didn't watch it like at the right time. Maybe I just wasn't into the movie. Blah 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 blah. So I watched it like 2 weeks later, and I liked it less. And I go, no, it ain't the movie. I mean, it ain't me. It's the movie. It's the movie.
And then when you take like an author like George R.R. Martin, right, and you make a movie out of one of his short stories, The Lost Lands, and you get Mila Jovanovic, directed by her husband Len, whatever his name is, and you have Dave Bautista in here.
Yes.
And God, it was awful. I mean, but it was like one of those like awfully good movies. Like, I'd watch that. I'd watch it again because it was so bad. You know,
Sure.
it was like it felt like I was watching an episode of Hercules. You know, kind of.
Yeah.
But then the
That
movie.
when you do a Kevin Sorbo drop, that's not good for you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There was a movie that I could not freaking stand this year, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get Oscar noms.
Okay.
Man, one battle after another, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of these
will
movies.
Get Oscar nods. Leo was so flipping annoying in it.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean Penn. I thought Sean Penn did a really great job. I think Sean Penn could get an Oscar nod. Leo probably will too. Also, Leonardo DiCaprio. He tends to be
because he doesn't need to do anything to get a nod.
No, he needs to show up. He just seriously need to show up. Like if they make the Adventures of Hercules the movie and he comes in as Hercules, he's gonna get an Oscar nod, right?
100%. I'm for this now. This is my dream fan casting now.
But with that, I agree with you. And it was one of the movies that I really wanted to like. I almost again based on like what everybody was talking about, like I felt like I was supposed to like it. I like movies and I like movies. Then I go like, then I'm like, am I not smart enough to enjoy this? Like, what is it? And it just didn't hit. It just didn't hit. So
so those are my worst of 2025. And just I got a list of the movies that I watched, so I'm just gonna throw out a couple more out there.
Okay.
Movies that were either good. I'm just gonna say a movie. What do you think? Good or bad? Mickey 17.
I'm gonna go bad.
Okay. Snow White.
Bad. I know I loved it. Bad.
I know, man. I didn't like it. A Working Man.
Working Man was bad, especially having seen The Beekeeper. Had The Beekeeper not come out, probably would have liked The Working Man better, but it was too soon, too similar, and it was not done well.
Until Dawn.
Didn't see.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on. I think it's time to get some games going.
All right, my brother. So, you mind if I kick off mine first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So with it being the year end, I want to look back, and I have a couple things in my rated nerd. I really enjoyed these, just kind of stumping, because you work at the movies. You and I watch a lot of movies. Let's just test this. So I've kind of got a few different questions just to see if you can figure out the answer to these. So they all have to do with how movies ranked or movie stars ranked with 2025. So up first is the most profitable movies of 2025 based on their domestic box office. All right? Domestic box office. Because we look at global, there are a few movies which will come in a little bit later that you get like why we weren't there. So, but I have them broken up by rating. So I'm just curious if you can guess what was the most domestically profitable movie based on the rating. So we'll just go and we'll just escalate up. So for the kiddies, what do you think was the most profitable G-rated movie for 2025?
G rating?
Yes.
G-rated.
This was a thin movie. This was a thin year for G-rated movies.
Yeah, because I can only think of two.
Yep.
I could think of SpongeBob, but I don't even think that might not even be G.
I don't think SpongeBob was G. The show is not G, so I don't think the movie
true.
would be.
I mean, you're shitting bricks right there, but
yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with Gabby's Playhouse.
Correct. Technically, it was Gabby's Dollhouse, but I would give it to you.
Same.
Yes,
okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. So, by the way, the only two even sort of big name G-rated movies from 2025 were Gabby's Dollhouse and Elio did not do well at all. Okay. PG. Now, this is where you had the most movies fell within this. So, this will be interesting if you can figure out what was the highest rated PG movie.
I'm going to say Zootopia 2.
Money. Zootopia 2 actually was second.
Oh.
You mentioned it. It made your list. I'll give you a hint. It made your list.
Okay. Oh, is it Minecraft? No.
Yes,
Minecraft?
Yes, it was.
That's
Minecraft.
PG? Okay, good.
Yes. So PG-13 also made your list. PG-13.
PG-13. I'm gonna say Superman.
Correct, sir. And rated R.
Oh, Sinners.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So to give you just the difference between how things do domestic versus global, I have two numbers for you. So Gabby's Dollhouse was the most profitable G-rated movie, was the 56th most profitable movie in the U.S. domestic. So while it was number one among G-rated movies, it was 56th overall. It was 57th globally. Minecraft, which was the number one movie profit-wise for this year domestically, it was number 4 globally. Superman was number 3 domestically. It was number 10 globally. And Sinners was number 8 domestically. It was number 19 globally.
And that's some good numbers for an R-rated movie.
It is. So
I mean,
with that being said, do you know what is the number one movie globally for 2025?
Globally?
Yes,
F1.
and I'll give you a hint, it is not a U.S. movie.
Was it Nizi?
Niza 2, yes.
Yeah.
Niza 2, yep.
Yeah, have you watched it?
I haven't. It's streaming on Max. I'm definitely going to watch it.
I keep on telling myself I'm going to, but I haven't yet.
I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it. So,
yeah.
So then you did well there. So then you actually got all 4. So then here we go this was interesting to me, so I hope you find it interesting. So I'm going to give you the list of the 10, well, I'm going to ask you if you can figure out the 10 most bankable stars in 2025. Now, let me tell you how this metric is calculated. So they look at, regardless of whether the person was a star or an ancillary member of the cast, if the person was in the movie, excluding voiceovers only. So if they only did voices in the movie, they're not included. But basically, they looked at for bankable, they do a 3-year tally. So 2023, 2024, and 2025. There is a list of the most bankable stars in Hollywood right now, which means their movies gross the most domestically over the past 3. Just movies that they were in. They may or may not be the star. So I'm just curious if you can, how many of the top 10 you can figure out. So I pulled the top 10. I will tell you that we've mentioned we've actually mentioned 3 tonight, but 2 specifically we've mentioned a lot.
Okay. So I'm going to put Tom Cruise on there. Especially
not in the list.
He's not in the list?
Hang on, let me pull it up and I can tell you what Cruise. Let me give you something here. So let me pull up the list because I was shocked at this and I think this is interesting to look at. So where is he? He is 28. Tom Cruise was 28.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say Pedro Pascal is going to be on there.
Pedro Pascal is number 8. And
I'm going to say...
hang on, I'm going to give some more information. So his words, what contributed to his were The Wild Robot, Gladiator 2, and Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Okay. I'm going to say Oscar Isaac.
Not on the list.
Not on the list?
Let me see where Oscar, if I can find him quickly. Okay. I am in the... Unless I had to... I'm seeing some people on this list. I'm like, he had to be above them, but he's not in the top 10, not in the top 20, not in the top 30. I'm looking at the top 100. I don't think he did not make the top 100.
Okay. Well, what about Jason Momoa?
Jason Momoa comes in at number 3 based on the Minecraft movie, Fast X, and Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom.
I'm gonna say Michael B. Jordan.
Not in the top 10. See if I can find him quickly. He is 26.
Okay, well, Keanu Reeves.
Not in the top 10. Let's see where he's at. I'm telling you, you're gonna love the list if I was doing this in yours, I would have made very similar guess as you, sir, and would have been wrong. Oh, Keanu Reeves barely made the top 100. He's 95. He is
Jeez.
95.
What is
Yeah.
this? You know we're going to hell when Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
is not in the. Jeez. Okay. Well, we're holding in there. What about Hopper?
David Harbour?
David Harbour.
No, but he is higher than Keanu. David Harbour, I just saw his name so I can find him again quickly.
Okay.
Not in the top 10, but he is, see here. Doo-doo-doo. He is 63rd.
Okay. What else? Scarlett Joe.
No, not in the top
What?
10.
Oh man.
Not in the top-
Okay.
She's 34, so you're trending up. You're trending up. All right. How about
I'm
you make one more for me, brother?
I'll make one more. I gotta talk. Well, gosh, has he done anything besides what one movie?
There's one person on the list that literally is there because they happen to be in the right movie. So
Yeah.
I'm saying make your guess, but one movie can make a hell of a difference.
I'm gonna say Brad Pitt.
Not in the top 10, but I feel like he was up there because of F1. Let me see though. Brad Pitt. By the way, Denzel was 37.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he was in Gladiator too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Halle Berry was 40. Just look at household name. John Cena was 51. Leonardo came in at 57.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was 62.
Fair.
Hugh Jackman was 67.
Snicked.
Who am I looking for again? I've given you so many names. Now I forgot who I'm looking for.
Me too. Oh, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Pitt, I don't see him in the top 100. I don't think he made the top 100.
All right,
So-
give me the top 10.
All right, so starting in number 10, which is proof that you got to be in the right movie. Ariana Greenblatt. Do you even know who that is?
Yeah, she was the voice of she was the voice of Moana, but she was also in was she Hawk? She was Hawk Girl in Superman, right?
And she was Sasha in the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie globally was over $600 million. So
didn't
the
go to
Barbie
General Ortega
movie
either.
here, that put her in the top 10. Number 9, you have Sydney Sweeney, who was there primarily due to Anyone But You, Madam Web, that horrible movie. But The Housemaid put her at number 9. Number 8, where I talked about Pedro Pascal, The Wild Robot, Gladiator 2, and Fantastic Four: First Steps. With the next one, you're going to hear a lot of things because a lot of these people were in movies together. Number 7, one of the ones so Pedro Pascal we had mentioned. The other one we mentioned a lot was Dave Bautista off of Gladiator, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Dune Part 2. Patrick Wilson, Insidious Red 4, Aquaman The Lost Kingdom, and The Conjuring Last Rites. Paul Rudd is in number 5 for Quantumania and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
And now Anaconda.
Joseph Quinn, number 4.
Yeah.
The Quiet Place Day 1, Gladiator 2, Fantastic Four: First Steps. Fantastic Four: First Steps and Dune 2 did a lot of money internationally. Jason Momoa, Minecraft movie, Fast X, Aquaman The Lost Kingdom. The other Jason Statham, Fast X, Meg 2, Beekeeper and the Working Man. And number 1 was Timothy Chalamet. Wonka, Dune Part 2, Complete Unknown, and Marty Supreme.
Which I didn't like. I thought, it was good.
I've heard very mixed thing about, again, a movie that's going to get a lot of Oscar now because people really love Timothy Chalamet, but I've heard very mixed bag about Marty Supreme.
So Marty Supreme, like, for me, it didn't feel like he didn't like he was almost the same character at the beginning, at the end, then at the end. But anyway, that's a conversation for another time.
All right, brother.
All right, man. It's time for my game for you. This is something a little bit different here.
Yes, sir. I love them. All right,
So,
let's do it. I love the different
so what we're gonna do is I'm going to say a movie.
Okay.
and I want you to try to name all of the Marvel characters that played in the movie.
This might be up my alley, brother. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We are gonna start with I'm gonna say that one for last because we watched a movie last night that was the inspiration of this movie, because like every 3 seconds, it's a movie I've seen several times, but it was every 3 seconds like, holy shit, another Marvel character.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna start with Oppenheimer from 2023. How many Marvel actors were in it, and can you name them?
Okay, so Marvel actors specifically, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Just Marvel. We're gonna stick with Marvel, Fox.
Okay.
Marvel movies. We'll say just the Marvel multiverse.
Okay. So obviously Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, aka Doctor Doom, Matt Damon, as he plays the fake Loki in Ragnarok.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that one. I didn't write that one down because it's uncredited. But you know what? I'll give it to you.
Is in it. She's Black Widow. I haven't seen her in a minute. I'm trying to think.
You're missing one.
Am I really?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought the one I was probably missing would be Damon. Okay. I'm drawing a blank. Who did I miss?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
How do I miss? Oh my god!
You missed the Doctor Strange. All right, so
how else did I do that? Wow. Okay.
1, 2, 4. You got 4 Marvel actors in Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna go back to one of my all-time favorite movies.
Okay.
From 2006. We're gonna say The Prestige.
This is going to be hard because, again, The Prestige I haven't seen in a hot minute, and my head goes to, apparently you got a Christopher Nolan kick going. My head goes to DC because of
Christian Bale.
Yes. But, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. So Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, right?
Yeah. Is there anybody else? Or do you want to lock that in on 2?
Hang on, let me think. Okay, Christian Bale's not. Oh, Christian Bale is in Marvel. He is not Ragnarok, Love and
Gore.
Thunder.
Gore, yes.
Yeah. Again, I have my bat blinders on. Okay. Good job.
Yes, three Marvel actors in The Prestige. Okay, next from 2008, we're gonna go away from the Christopher Nolan movies. We're gonna say The Hurt Locker.
Great movie.
Yes.
Great movie. All right, you're making me work a little bit here. So with The Hurt Locker, okay, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot! Now, okay, so I have a character. I have her in my head, but I'm not sure if she's was in any Marvel movies. So hang on, let me think. Yeah, okay. Shoot, I can see her. She's in, and she plays the Wasp, Evangeline Lilly.
Oh, okay. That one I did not get. There's one more.
Oh well, Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right. And last, and was the inspiration for the show. So Leia and Anna are both really, really into watching historical movies right now, and I'm all for it. So earlier in the week we watched. This isn't historical, but Benny and June is one of my all-time favorite movie.
Yes,
love that
great
movie.
soundtrack on top of that.
Yes, I want to be 500 miles. You know.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, so we brought in the new year watching Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay.
And then we watched last night. We were watching 12 Years a Slave.
Oh,
and
beautiful movie.
It is
a tough watch, but a beautiful movie.
Yeah. Animated halfway through, and she's like, "I gotta go to bed."
Yep. It's a heavy flick. Yep.
Yeah. But again, like every time you watch it, you realize why it won so many Oscars. It's like perfect. It's a great, probably I would say a perfect movie. Movie. Okay, but every time I turned around, there was somebody from Marvel in there, and Brian,
I know, because I
can you name?
And the minute that you started talking, I'm like, it's got to be 12 Years as a Slave. All right, so we got to start with the star, and I believe he also won an Oscar. And I take great pride in pronouncing his name correctly, Chiwetel Ejiofor. And by the way, do you know the first movie that I saw Chiwetel Ejiofor in?
Red Belt?
No, Love Actually.
Really?
Yes, he is the fiance and very quickly husband of not Natalie Portman from Pirates of the Caribbean. Now I'm blanking on her name. Keira Knightley. Yes. Okay, so Chiwetel Ejiofor. Now that they are officially in the MCU, I can claim Michael Fassbender as Magneto. Benedict Cumberbatch, I will not forget him this time. Okay, let me think. I feel like there's got to be. Oh, Lupita is in it. So, yep. And oh shoot, because now I see people, and I'm trying to think if they were in anything in Marvel, if they had any like smaller roles. In Marvel, let me think a little bit here. Okay, are we doing voice actors or only live action?
As long as there were one of the more mainer stars, sure.
Okay, well, I don't know if this person. So if you tell this person, so if you say this person's name later, I'm gonna say I knew who it was. See, hang on, let me think. Brad Pitt, to my knowledge, not anything MCU. Oh, Alfred Woodard.
Yes,
is in it.
Yes. That's there is 5.
And the other one I was thinking about, just because I just watched it the other day, which is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I was watching through who plays all the different Spider people, and Taron Killian plays Web Slinger. So
okay.
But again, that's the one, and I almost forgot Alfred Woodard. So that was fun. That was really fun.
Awesome. Yeah, man. That, you know what? You got an honest ad for us.
I do. So my honest ad, because this is our first show of 2026. I wanted to do my honest ad on New Year's resolutions, my friend. So here's my honest ad for the New Year's resolution. A new year has dawned, and we begin anew with just one question: what the to do? Do we promise to be good, exercise, and eat right, or do we make promises that won't see February's light? Do we start small and change a little each day? If you make these goals small enough, perhaps they'll make it to May. When summer calls and the days get hot, we get lax and say, oops, I forgot.
Yeah.
Now the weather begins to cool and we break out our hoodies. If any vows are left, we start to say goodbye and say yes to the goodies. We're now at the holidays, and those big dreams have been left in the rear. But that's okay, because there's always next year.
I love it. All right, Brian, Better Than Us Human of the Week.
Bro, This is going to be my tradition of our first show of every year, which is you are my better than us human of the week. This was meant to be a one-off, just kind of spitballing podcast, and we told the story on the show multiple times. I actually called you, like, I think the day or two before, like, and we're just going to talk about Batman, which I should have been absolutely fine talking about Batman. You go, oh, we're talking maybe in a half hour, just talk about Batman, it'll be fine. And we talked and I think it's still maybe our highest rated, and we've got some different versions of the pod. We want to talk over an hour and a half just about spitballing Batman. And from that, we birthed the original pod again. We've done different versions of this, and we have now moved into our 4th year of doing this, and this continues to be fun. So thank you, my podcast partner, my tag team partner, and we will continue to do this, my brother. So you are my better than us human of the week.
Well, Brian, sir, you are my better than us human of the week as well. We are the podcast tag team champions of the world.
And we will not be in the TLC match at WrestleMania 42 because I ain't climbing my ass up a ladder. All right.
Correct. But you know what? I want to see a swanton just once. Just once.
Yes.
All right. Well, Brian, we have maxed out the awesomeness. Let's go ahead and close it up like we do every week.
Well, thank you again, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the best part of our week. And as you start off into your week, here's a few words of wisdom from your Uncle B, which is, remember, never give up, never say die. Never give up, no surrender, and Goonies, never say die.
All right. We'll never trust a plan that requires everyone to roll a natural 20. Just because you can reboot it doesn't mean you should. And sometimes the villain is right. He's just being a jerk about it. All right. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye-bye. Later, folks.